श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णायाक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे. So yesterday we were seeing Paramam Yo Mahat Teja, Paramam Yo Mahat Tapah, Paramam Yo Mahat Brahma, Paramam Yaf Parayanam. We were seeing the Mula, the Bhashya also we have completed. Now we will see what is said especially in the commentary tika. Okay, we call it gloss. Kim vapi ekam paranamiti ditiya prashnam samadhatte. So the second question, which is kim vapi ekam parayanam, what is that which we have to attain, or what is that which is the ultimate about? That is answer. Paramam. Paramam means prakrishtam. Prakrishtam means superior. Superior means nityam, eternal. Because whatever the rest is in this world is inferior, non-eternal. So with reference to this, Brahman is the only eternal, and whatever is eternal, that is the only thing which can be consciousness, absolute consciousness. So though there is consciousness association with everything in the world, but the self is that which is the absolute consciousness. So that is the one which is self-effulgent. That is why he says we say Mahat Brihat. Mahat means Brihat. Brihat means big. Why does he have to say big? Because that is the only thing which can illumine everything. That which is big, the biggest, that which is the absolute. Only that can illumine everything in the world. Sarva avabhasakatvam, which can illumine everything in the world. So limited fire, limited light can only illumine limited things. But this is a absolute effulgence. Therefore, it can illumine everything in the world. Now, how do you say this is sarva avabhasakam? If it illumines everything. We have Shruti and Smrti. Yena suryastapati tesa iddha. Yena iddha suryastapati. Yena means with this Chaitanya Prakasha, this Chaitanya Jyoti, this effulgence of the consciousness, Iddha Prakashitaha, illumined, Suryastapati, the Surya, the sun, illumines everything, whatever it is its object. Sun illumines its object because of being illumined by this self. And this illumines that sun also. What does that mean? See, we said everything is associated with consciousness. Means this consciousness is the one which gives it existence and experience. The nature of existence and experience. Satta Spurti, we call it. That is given by Satta means existence. Spurti means experience. The existence and experience is given by the self. Only because of the association with self, the consciousness, we say the pen exists. The pen I know the pen. Pen I know means I experience pen. Sound exists, I hear the sound. Touch exists, I feel the touch, etc. I say because there is this existence of association of self in everything. Okay, so then tad devaha jyotisham jyotihi ayurha upasate amritam, that mantra. Tad deva, tad means that which is not limited by time space causation, the self, which is jyotisha means whatever is effulgence in the world, whatever is effulgence in the world, for all that this is the biggest effulgence, that which gives it the nature of effulgence. Ayu means it is the cause for life. Ayu means life. It is the cause for lifespan. And Amritam means deathlessness, eternality. So the lifespan and eternality, in this way you have to, the Devaha, the deities, Indra, etc., they upasate, they meditate upon, they always think about the self. Ha is a word which is used. We all know it's a famous thing, right? Why do you have to? I have to repeat this again and again. In this way, the Shruti says, indeed, it is true. So then he brings in another pramana from Mundaka Upanishad, na tatra surya bhati chandra tarakam. So tasmin Brahmani, in that Brahman, tatra means seventh case, in that Brahman, sun, etc. also does not illumine. The Brahman cannot be illumined. The Brahman cannot be an object for the sun, etc. effulgence also. When the sun, there is a shloka, Eka Shloki Vedanta, we call it. What is that which illumines everything in the day? Sun. When the sun does not exist, the moon. When the moon does not exist, fire. When that does not exist, the eyes. When that does not exist, the mind. When that does not exist, the intellect. When that does not exist, the self. So the root cause of this, the ultimate seer is the self. The rest is drishya. The only the self is the drashta, the seer. Okay. So when you see the world, for a pot, etc., the sun or the eyesight, etc., are means. But that which gives effulgence to those eyes, etc., is the self. Now, when the sun, etc., itself cannot illumine this, should we even talk about this idea of, should we even say? This idea is called as Kaimuttika Nyaya. The Nyaya logic used here is called as Kaimuttika Nyaya. Kaimuttika Nyaya means Kim Uta. Kim Uta. Kim Uta means, should we say? If that itself cannot, should we even say this cannot? That is the idea. Kaimuttika Nyaya, that is called as. Okay. So, okay. But you say the sun also is borrowing its effulgence from something else? Yes. Whatever exists here, I said, is consciousness associated, right from the ant to the smallest of creature to the biggest of creature, the Brahmaji. Everything is illumined by this. It gains existence because of this. Okay. Now, the sun, etc., is having the borrowed existence, borrowed effulgence. Because, how can you say this? See, we don't say, if that is so, then I'll have to say what? Sun's consciousness shines. Moon's consciousness shines. But I don't say sun's consciousness, moon's consciousness. I say sun shines, moon shines. That is what I say. Yes, true. What your logic is, your logic is true. But thing is, let us see. You take a iron, put it on a fire, let it burn. After some time, not melt it. After some time, when you take the iron, it will be hot iron rod. There will be no iron. It will be hot. It's ball of fire. It will be. Now, when we touch the iron, it burns. We'll say, oh, the iron burns. The iron burns. Iron does not have the nature to burn, but still we say iron burns. You should have said the iron fire in the iron burns, but we don't say that. We say iron burns. Similarly, we don't say the sun's consciousness burns, but we say illumines. We say only sun shines. Okay. So, okay. Now, okay, everything has consciousness. Then why do you have to say Adityagatam Tejaha, that which exists in the sun? He could have said anything in the world, right? The fire, that which exists in the fire. Why does he have to say that which exists in the sun? See, the simple logic is, yesterday we saw Pundarika Aksham, Pundarika, Hridaya Pundarika, in the lotus of the heart, the self shines. We said that. Now, why did we say that? Though the self exists everywhere, we said it in the lotus of heart. Why do you have to say that? We answered that That is where it manifests, because the wheeling of the self is done there because of ignorance. Therefore the effulgence also is seen there, the manifestation also is seen there. That is why we have to say Hridaya Pundrika. Okay. Similarly, in the world, the sun is the one which has the highest effulgence. So with reference to that, we say sun. Okay. Now, tapaha paramam yo mahattapaha tapaha tapati ajñāpayati. In this way, tapa is interpreted, that which orders. We can also order people, but we cannot order everyone. We can order only people who are almost equal or less than us. We cannot order someone who is equal or superior to us. We cannot order. No one can order that. So who can order everything? One who has control over everything. That is why mahat means anavachinnam, unlimited. One who is not limited by anything. Only he can order everyone. So how do you know this? We have the pramana. Ya imam lokam cha param cha lokam sarvani cha bhutani yo androyamati. This world, the other worlds, and the beings in this. The beings in this means from the smallest of creature till the first created, the Brahmaji. Everyone is ordered around by this self. How do you know this? He is the one who is existing in the heart of them and managing them according to their karma to perform the actions. How do you know this? Bishas madhvadav pavate. We have the pramana. Because of the fear of this self, the wind flows. Because of the fear of self, the sun arises. Because of the fear of the self, the Indra and Agni, they perform their duties. And why to say about all this? Panchamaha, the fifth one, which is the death. Death. Panchama is the name of death also. So Panchama, death, the Lord of Yama, whom everyone is afraid of, is also afraid of this fellow. That is why he is also killing people, taking people in time, not before or after. So he says, this is the pramana. Or tapyate ishteti. You can understand the tapa word as a ishte, one who rules. Instead of one who orders, you can understand one who rules. Because the Aishwarya, the Ishvara Bhava in this self is the supreme one. It is unlimited. Mahat Teja, Mahat Tapaha. Mahat means here it is unlimited. Maryada Rahityam. That is why we see. Anavachinnam or Maryada Rahityam, both are same. Anavachinnam means not limited. Maryada means border. There is no border. There is no limit. Again, same thing. Okay. So this ordering capacity of the self is unlimited. Now, only till whatever there is here that can be ordered around or that can be ruled, only those it rules. What does that mean? Only till you have something to be ruled, you have a ruler. Only till you have a hāṣya object to witness, you have sakshi. Right? So similarly, only till you have something to be ruled, you have a ruler. Otherwise, there is no ruled ruler association also. So Mahat. So Mahat is interpreted in the sense of Anavachinnam Maryada Rahityam, means unlimited. Now, the same Mahat for Mahat Brahma is interpreted as Mahapujayam, based on this root word Mahaniya, Pujaniya. Why? Why do you have to change the meaning of Mahat? Big. Brahman is also big. Brihi Vruddho is the root word, because of which Brihatvad Brihnatvad Brahma. Brahma, it is called because it is Brihat and Brihnat, because it is absolute, it is big. Now, there is nothing bigger than the Brahman. So, therefore, you have Mahat big, Brahman big, big. There are two synonyms used. That is not a proper usage in the language. So, we interpret Brahman as big and Mahat as worshipable. That big which is worshipable, pujaniya. In this way, there is no contradiction between these words. Therefore, Brahat Mahaniyam, whatever exists other than the Brahman, they are aparamam. This is paramam, superior, absolute. The rest are aparamam. Aparamam means whom are you talking about? Adityadikam, like the sun, etc., which is effulgent, or like the that which can be ordered, like the Raj, the king, etc., or that which can be ruled, like the Indra, etc., or like that which is anything other than Brahman, right from the ant to the Hiranyagarbha, the first creator, first born, Prajapati, Hiranyagarbha, Brahma, whatever you want to call, you can call. So that fellow, till that, all these are different levels of jivas. That is why we said, if you perform a good karma in this birth or in this previous kalpas, you can also be born as the Brahma, the creator, etc., Rudra, etc. Whoever they are one who are controlled by this or ruled by this. Therefore, that Brahman is, we are differentiating it from all this aparama, all this which is of lower strata than the Parama Brahman. Like we said earlier, Tasmin drushte paravare, paropi avaraha yasmat. Even the superior which is seen in the, which is seen as superior in the world, that is also inferior with reference to this. Okay, so to differentiate it, we say. Then he said, Sa ekam parayanam. From the question, Sa ekam parayanam. That is one. Ekam means kevalam, non-dual, absolute. Parayanam means prapyam. We already said, ayanam means prapyam. This is the only thing which is that needs to be attained, gained. Only thing. We are born to understand only this truth, nothing else. Rest are all aparamam, inferior. Okay, we'll see this. The next question is a little bigger thing. We'll continue it later. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.